smile is that cold in my mind, like the sunrise. Your eyes remind me of the good you see in me. So if my life is made for something, it was made for loving you. So 1,000 times I will say I do. Can we slow down this race of life? 'Cause I wanna soak in each moment with you by my side. And I don't know where this journey goes. So this is my promise to always hold you close. Your smile is that cold in my mind, like the sunrise. Your eyes remind me of the good you see in me. So if my life was made for something, darling, it was made for loving you. So 1,000 times I will say I do. And I'd give up everything, and I would come running. You are my everything. Without you, I'm nothing. Your smile is that cold in my mind, like the sunrise. Your eyes remind me of the good.
As I stand before you today, I realize that every moment in my life till now has led me to you. I think of all the twists and turns, every choice that I have made, the good times and the bad, and I'm grateful for them all because it has led to now and to me becoming your wife. They say that coincidences are God's way of staying anonymous, and there is no other way to describe our first encounter in Melbourne and then reconnecting a year and a half later other than the most miraculous of coincidences. And so I thank God for bringing us together, and I know His love will keep us together forever. I vow to always be there for you, to be your best friend. I vow to always send you cute text messages throughout the day, to always encourage you to go to the gym, even though it means there'll be alarms going off since 3:30 a.m, and to sit practicing your conference presentations together until we can both say it in our sleep. I vow to always stroke your hair as you fall asleep in my lap every time we watch a movie, and to bring you medicine in the middle of the night because you're too stubborn to take it during the day, and to bike that extra kilometre even when I'm exhausted, just so that I can spend a little more time with you. I vow to always remind you that you are a fun-sized package, to listen when you've had a bad day, and to come running to the door every time you come home. Living with you for the past 17 months and 8 days has been the best time of my life. And I choose to marry you not because I think we can live together, but because I know I cannot live without you. I choose to marry you because I miss you so much when you are away, whether it is a week at a conference or a few hours on a night shift. And that is why, in front of God and all our family and friends who have witnessed our journey together, I am so proud to take you, Samir, to be my husband.
I promise to try and get better at being on time, to not be as forgetful at losing our house keys, to not flood the house whilst you are away, and to always help you to ward off those pesky houseflies, even though I'm not the one who let them in, because that is what true love is. I promise to always stand by your side, despite the challenges and triumphs life may throw at us, to support your dreams, celebrate your successes, to be the best father I can be when we start a family, and to grow old with you. I vow to keep you safe, protect you, and to provide for you and our family for all the days of my life. Most importantly, I vow to love you unconditionally and without reservation, be open, honest, and faithful, and to honor you as my wife. Shreya, you're my best friend and my soulmate, and I'm so excited to spend the rest of my life with you.
तुझे मेरी आँखों से कटे ना तेरे बिन रातें तू सामने है जो मैं ले लूं तुझे मेरी बाहों में प्यारे का जादू जो तूने किया रे You got me going out of my mind Got me feeling like a roller coaster You got me going to the moon
I'm so proud of you and I feel so blessed and grateful to have you as my son. You were 3 years of age when we immigrated to New Zealand. You doted on your elder brother Arjun, who meant the world to you. Your idea of schooling at that age was spending time in his class. At 5, when you entered school, you would refuse to sit in your class and keep sneaking out and go joining him in his class. Arjun would be embarrassed and drop you back, and in a little while you would be back there again. In your primary school days, you disliked studies and procrastinated and made all sorts of excuses to not go to school. Mathematics was your most disliked subject. I would spend hours every night explaining why maths was important. Even remember saying to you, just understand the basics of maths. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. I don't mind you becoming an electrician or a plumber, but you need to grow up and learn to measure the pipes and the wires and things like that. So just learn the basics. I had to plead and tell him that. Well, shortly after you went to the intermediate school, something changed. You became most focused on studies and particularly maths to the extent that when you reached high school in year 13, you were far ahead and doing the university maths. Samir, you are hardworking and overly committed and never give up to the extent that you go throwing tantrums when unable to achieve a task until you have eureka moments. There were times where you would be crying late night trying to solve a problem and not sleep until you resolved it and then go and teach your teachers.
I even had to learn French to teach him, just to stop the tantrums.
Yes, that's right. I remember that. Shreya does wear the pants, and that's where I could relate Samir saying she's just like you. So I admit, guys. Thank you.
You mean thank me?
And now that you both are married, Shreya, just some advice. If you want to keep Samir happy, just 2 things I would like to bring to your attention. Make sure there's plenty of food supply in the house, so his nerves are not at an edge. And keep ample time aside for his studies, the future things that he's going to be studying. And then you'll have no problems at all.
You are the wind under my wings. Every time I have made a flight, you have lifted me up. You encouraged me to keep driving when I reversed into a parked car and supported me to continue applying for teaching jobs when I had almost given up. You were and still very ethical and conscientious. For you, the world was always black and white, no gray areas. But I think you have softened a bit. We remember deciding to take Pearl's car seat out just one day before her 7th birthday to accommodate one extra person in the car. but you refused to sit in the car and even threatened to call the police because Pearl wasn't 7 yet. She was tall and would have been safe with a seatbelt on. Yes, we did end up taking 2 cars. You always made us agree to what you wanted, and we always complied. It was also because you are mostly right. Are you getting the hint, Samir? Your dad had an experience that he will never forget, and you will know this one as he has quoted it several times. When you were a baby, about 4 or 5 months old, and you were crying and being adamant, your dad spoke to you in a loud voice and stared at you to make you quiet. You stopped crying then, but then for the next 2 months, you did not acknowledge or interact with him at all. He felt so guilty that he decided never to be angry with you again. Just a tip here, Samir. Yeah. Never try to dictate Shreya or be prepared for the consequences. I met Samir in the June of 2021 when he came to visit me in Balclutha with Shreya. He was very shy and nervous then, but one thing I noticed was that Shreya was the happiest I had ever seen her in his company. Samir, I have met you several times since and found you to be a self-motivated and caring person. Samir and Shreya, you are a pair made in heaven. Your relationship grew very strong very quickly, and within 1 year of meeting each other, you decided to marry. When I asked Shreya, what is the rush? She said, it just feels right to be with Samir. I know that he is the one for me. You both are so similar, yet so different. You have common passion for fitness, food, and traveling, and you have same profession. Now everybody is unique and have their own personalities. As long as both of you compromise and endeavor to understand each other most of the time, you will have a happy married life. So congratulations to both of you. Remember that success in marriage does not come merely through finding the right mate, but through being a right mate. Shreya, I know that you love Samir so much that you can trade your life for him, and so does he. Finishing with a Bible quote to make my Pearl happy. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs.
Got me in my zone. तेरी हंसी